How's it going, guys? It's your boy Tutorials here with another tutorial. And in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to set up the Game Capture HD Elgato capture card. Now I don't think this applies to the HD 60 capture card, so if you have that and it doesn't look like this, then you may have to look up another tutorial for that, but I believe this still applies basically the same way you would normally do it. Although I've only noticed that there are 3 slots instead of 4 on this one. So, yeah. So, anyways, so some prerequisites, all the wires you see here, and a laptop of your choice, or desktop, or whatever computer. Just make sure that it's by the PS3 and the TV. They all have to be in one place, otherwise this will not work, unless you have like a super long USB cord that will pretty much fit to that, which I kind of do, but I'm going to be using the smaller one because I use the longer one for my controller and stuff like that. Now, I would recommend having a clear space to do this all, because obviously, you know, you're going to need a little bit of room. So, anyways, so what do you need? Everything will come in the box that you got the Elgato Game Capture in. But if you don't know what you need, or if you just misplaced them and you don't exactly know, first off, you're going to need a USB. This will plug into your computer and to the capture card. Now, I don't know which cable comes prerequisite with it, but here's a smaller one if you want to use a smaller one. But yeah, that's one of those is needed, depending on whatever size you put. Next is a AV in cable, which looks like this. Basically has says, I believe, no, it doesn't say, but yeah, it'll basically have that. Don't know why there's a hair sticking out of it, but okay. And you'll need an HDMI cable, which for some reason they said you need to use the one that is included, but I've tried it with that one right there, the long cable, and it works just fine. So I don't really think you need to use that. So anyways, let's get into this. So first off, you're going to want to take the outside, and you want to put the HDMI cable with that. So we're going to do that, and you're going to want to plug it in to the HDMI out. So we're going to do that. Alright, there we go. And then, since we have that plugged in now, you're going to want to take the USB and put it in the USB out, which is right next to the place where you just put the out. So we're going to use my long one since we're using my short HDMI cable thing. So we're going to plug that in. Come on. Alright. So I may switch the cables out during this video, just because I want to use my longer one actually. So after we set this all up, I'll switch it out. But anyways, so next up, you're going to want to go to the inside and do the AV in, and plug the one with the circular and the one like that. So we're going to do that right here. Sorry about that, I gotta put the camera down to do that. Next up is the last part, which is plugging everything in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to drag all this over here if we can. So we're gonna do that, and then you're going to do with the one with the AV, and you're going to plug that into your PS3, which is right back behind it, and you just want to find where the slot is and plug it in. There you go. Alright, so it should be right next to the power plug. Should be like maybe an inch away from it. And then with the USB now, you're going to want to take the USB and you're going to plug it into your computer. Like I said, you're going to need, if your computer isn't next to your PS3, you might have difficulties doing this, so if you're going to do something like this, make sure you have a good setup, like I do. And anyways, so we're going to plug that into a USB slot, and you'll hear, like, whatever, if it's plugged in. And then last but not least, we have to plug it into our TV, which is over here. So we're going to plug it into our HDMI 2 slot, because that's where we have our game. There we go. And then, as you see, now yours might not do this. You have to have your computer on at all times while playing with this Elgato Game Capture HD connected. Otherwise, it won't display. So make sure your computer's on when you're doing this. If you've done it correctly, you should pop up with this. Now, we're going to go in depth with the how to configure the PS3 settings. So, let's move on to that. Alrighty, so now once you're on the PS3, you're going to want to go over to Settings and go down to Display Settings. Then you're going to click on Video Output Settings, and you're going to click on Component D/D Terminal. Now, this might work for you, or it might not. You can also do HDMI. Now, for some reason, it's supposed to be HDMI. However, if it doesn't work for you, or if HDMI just doesn't, do what it's supposed to do, then just click on Component D Terminal, or click any of the following if that doesn't even work. And if it doesn't work, tell me about it in the comments, and I'll help you through the process. So anyways, you're going to click on whatever one actually works for you. So it should be Component/D Terminal or HDMI. Mine's Component, so we're going to click on that. And you want to check all the options. Now, with Elgato, they said to do it on 1080i, but with the newer versions and stuff, you don't need to do 1080i anymore. You can actually do 1080p. So we're going to click on that, and you're going to say enter, and then you're going to click enter and then finish. Now you don't have to click anything if your screen goes black, because it'll actually automatically after 30 seconds go back. But that's pretty much how you set it up on there. So now we need to set it up on the Elgato application. Alright, so on the computer now, you're going to want to open the application, Game Capture HD. Now you will have to download it, and I will leave a download link in the description for the software that you will need. So you're going to click on Game Capture HD. Now for some stupid reason it's already running. So you're going to open that up, and so now you should notice this up here. If not, again, leave a comment in the description letting me know. And you're going to click on the little settings, show device settings button here, and this is where you're going to configure. Now if you're already at Xbox 360, you might not have to change this, but since we're PlayStation 3 here, we're going to click on PlayStation 3. So now, as you can see, everything pretty much sets up now. As you can see, if I move, it'll move, as you can see. So we're going to go back, and now you can configure everything. I personally go for 1080 and expanded, and I don't usually mess with that stuff, but I usually do best quality and stuff and whatnot. But anyways, so that's pretty much that. You just click OK. Now if you are noticing any, like if your TV fades to black while connected, you're going to want to change the compatibility until it works for you. So that's pretty much it. You can change all the brightness settings and whatnot, the audio, and so forth. But anyway, so I'm gonna click OK here, and we are going to pretty much be set up. If anything doesn't work for you, let me know in the comments. I will help you again, and actually you can see it works just perfectly. And anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it, and subscribe for more if you want to see more tutorials and stuff like that. But Anyways, guys, I'm signing off, so I'll see you guys later.